Ahoy, this is Pooky Amsterdam. We are now talking with a very amazing guy, Kentar Vendetta, who is the assistant manager of Overdrive Designs. And really a pleasure to be speaking with you. Kentar, hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about your Relay for Life and Second Life history?
Absolutely. This is the third year that I and Overdrive Designs has been involved with Relay for Life. During the first year, a couple years back, Thomas
Okay. Sometimes you have to lock it so that little locky thing is highlighted.
to speak, or you mean,
Well,
or
just to
in
keep
under
it on through the
preferences?
whole time, if you could, Kentar.
You mean under preferences? Yeah, of course. Yes. I thought that was a problem having voice on. Boy, it's on.
Okay, I will start again. And live. Do you want to count me in, Pet? Or oh, ahoy! It's Pooky Amsterdam here, and I now have the pleasure and privilege of interviewing the amazing Kentar Vendetta. Ahoy, Kentar!
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. You're the assistant manager of Overdrive Designs and very involved in Relay for Life. So could you tell us a little bit about your history in Second Life with this?
Absolutely. This is our third year of involvement. The first year, Thomas Divisadero came up with a group called Rockers and Hogs,
Mm-hmm.
and so we basically helped out and raised maybe a couple 100,000 lindens for like through an auction and a sale in the
Mm-hmm.
store. And then last year we decided to form Team OD, and we raised 1,256,651 lindens. And I'm happy to say that
Wow.
this year we've exceeded that goal by about 300,000 or so.
And just out of curiosity, during the 24-hour or during the big Relay for Life weekend, you're
Hmm.
still raising money right throughout this whole event.
Oh, absolutely. We've had three big drives in Team OD this year. One of them was we had SNS auctions, which is a horse auction. They raised 400,000 for us with two, um, 100% of all horse sales
Mm-hmm.
donations going into our kiosk. And then for 4 months, I've done Shred Fest, which is raised over 500,000 in small increments by doing basically shows, and then all the tips and everything are all donated since mid to late March until,
Mm-hmm.
well, this weekend we're going to officially end it, but since Relay for Life runs until the end of the month, we may have a few encore shows.
Absolutely. Still lots of time to give. Um, and
Absolutely.
those
But
micro.
I do want to mention this one other thing, which was
Mm-hmm.
our 24-hour relay. We raised 600,000 in 24 hours
Wow.
by having 100% of the sales in the store be donated. And if we also had, so we raised about 400 some thousand, and then we had another couple 100,000 in donations during that event.
That's wonderful. Micro transactions rock.
They do.
And certainly this is a testimony to it. Your current Relay for Life role, what exactly does that entail? You're team captain.
I am.
Mm-hmm. So what does that mean, mon capitaine?
Well, um, anybody that's worked with charities and so forth, and my family in real life has been involved with helping raise money to fight cancer for some time because my sister had leukemia, and my father has prostate cancer, and so
Sorry to hear.
we've been very active in these things for a while. And the reality is that there's always challenges raising money because there's always um, minor amounts of conflict whenever you're dealing with lots of people and
Mm-hmm.
lots of money and things. But for the most part, it's a very rewarding experience. And what that means is me as captain is I'm the one of the ones that kind of helps provide some of the energy and
Sure.
guidance to help other people, you know, contribute as to the best of their ability.
It's been wonderful to interview the team captains and just know them also for many years, starting out as co-captains or just being part of the team, and how these leadership roles are also ones that you grow into very much. It's uh, it, it's remarkable, and also I think a real testimony to human achievement. What are you going to be doing this year? Do you have a couple of specific examples that we can get excited about?
Well, how do you mean this year? I guess is I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Well,
I mean, the
you
drive's almost over.
well you did the 24-hour relay again, and
Right.
you did are you doing the horse auctions? I don't.
Those were the we did those. Those are done. We
Okay.
did the 24-hour relay. Shredfest is winding down to an end,
O-
and so um, I'm I don't know if we have any more big events, or we'll try it and do some more fundraising. I'm sure, but we're in the kind of the winding down phase at this point.
okay. It's been a very exciting year, I would think. Do you have any kind of personal moments, takeaways of that which was exciting or inspiring for you so far, on a personal level?
Most definitely, and there's one of whenever you're working with people and they stretch themselves and do great things, it's really amazing. I have to give big props to several people. Certainly Ortho Vargas, the owner of OD,
Mm-hmm.
who generates. I mean, his cost in doing the 24-hour relay. I mean, he made large personal donations, but you think about running big sales and then all of the lost revenue that would have helped pay for the tier for a month or two literally went into the kiosk. So, I
Oh,
can't
wow.
say enough about, the contributions of people like Ortho. And then I already mentioned how great the auction people were, and co-captain Thomas, who, um, played a very large role in that, and he had a couple of helpers. And one of the other things I have to give a great deal of credit to is the vast amount of musical groups, individual musicians, and tribute bands that helped us through their donation of their time and effort, during Shredfest. There's far too many to mention, but, you know, without them, we would have raised about a third of our total uh,
That's
come out
huge.
so far.
Sure, that's huge. And Overdrive Design is the name of your team. Is that a store that you have in Second Life? It sounds like it.
Team OD is the actual name, and Overdrive Designs, yes, is the largest music instrument store in Second Life.
Wow, great. And you also have these great music groups. You said, I think that you've got a a bunch more coming up.
We have a show on Friday, and then our big wrap up show, which is a Pink Floyd show that Explosive Entertainments is doing, will be an outstandingly amazing show on Saturday. Then
What time?
I believe that's a 7 o'clock show. Let me Actually, I can tell you in an instant. Let me pull up the calendar.
Sure, because you
Uh,
have an audience that wants to know that.
Absolutely. And that show would be 7 o'clock, which is so. There
Uh,
we go.
all right, 7 o'clock, Second Life on Saturday, and we will certainly
And
see you then. Can I just say you've been, marvelous to come out and talk with us and share the stories that you have. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about in the interview or anything else you'd like to add? Any shout outs, anything?
yeah, I guess in conclusion,
Hmm.
it's one thing that to this year, last year, I Thomas was the captain of Team OD, and I was the co-captain, and we switched roles this year. Partly, one, I'm assistant manager, and two, he just had a lot more real life conflicts.
Hmm.
And I tend to have a great deal of energy, and so um, that has helped push the team and everybody to do things. But you just have to really tip your hat to the 70 or 80 people and all the others, like the musicians in the community, that have really kicked in to make this what it has, which has been another record year. I mean, we have no idea how we're going to top what we raised in the 24-hour relay for next year because we doubled the total from the previous year. And
Oh,
so you just have
amazing.
to just say, you know, on a personal note, I'm extremely appreciative of everything that everybody has done because when you have family members who have
Hmm.
and are suffering with cancer, you truly do appreciate the great amount of not just the donations, but the support, that these events gender.
The tremendous support and the fact that you do have a community here of people who really understand from the inside out like nobody else.
True that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And thank you so much, Kentar. And really appreciate it. Really look forward to that event, 7 o'clock on Saturday night. And this is Pooky Amsterdam signing off. Thank you.